Hey everyone, welcome to another top 10 list. This week's top 10 list is only going to be a top 5, but since so many people are probably going to have a lot of time on their hands this week, I figured maybe I'll help out. This is going to be the top 5 money facts about Squid Game, the challenge. Okay, let's see if I can scroll that down that little bit. There we go. Squid Game, the challenge. Okay, so what is this? Well, last year around this time, Squid Game, the series, was really popular on Netflix. Everybody was going nuts about that. And if you haven't watched it, it's back on Netflix. Go ahead and binge it. It's great. No spoilers. Well, very, very few spoilers, I should say. This year, they came out with an actual game show based on Squid Game without the same exact ending. But anyway, so now you've got this year Squid Game, the challenge, where real people are participating in some of these games. So if Squid Game was as popular as it was, I figured Squid Game, the challenge, would be at least half as popular, and people might find some interesting things on this. So I figured I'm going to give my 2 cents on the money of Squid Game. So let's start off with number 5. Number 5 is the cash prize. The cash prize is $4,560,000, which is interesting because they divide up that cash prize into every single player is worth $10,000. So as people get eliminated, that money goes into the prize pool. But they constantly say $4,560,000 for the prize pool, which sounds legit, but it's not. Why? Because there's 456 players. Somebody is going to win, which means that player is not eliminated. If one player is not eliminated, then the prize pool will only be $4,550,000 because the last player was never eliminated. Their $10,000 never goes into the pot. And it's not like they're losing the $10,000. It's not like these people each put up $10,000. You're simply getting the $10,000 from each player eliminated. And if one person wins, that means 455 were eliminated. Thus, the prize would be 4.55 million, not 4.56 million. Nitpicky, sure, why not? But it's true. So that's number 1, the 456. That's number 5, I should say. Number 4. Here is a view of how they show the money in this gigantic bowl hanging from the ceiling. Okay, so how much money's in here? Well, we'll get to that later. But I do want to point out that you can see that they are straps, just like straps. Okay, and they are 100s. So how much is a strap worth? Well, in a strap there are 100 notes, and if these are all $100 straps, every single strap that you see here represents $10,000. So each one of these is $10,000. That is number 4. Just to try to get an idea of how much money is in there. Seeing all that, like I said, 10,000, that's 10,000, that's 10,000, and so on down the line. Okay, so that is number 4. Number 3. Number 3 was an issue that I had with how they were doing the game. Because they say every player is worth $10,000. So when players get eliminated, that's when they start adding money to the pot. Well, there are instances in the game, at one point, 3 people were eliminated. Well, that should mean 3 straps get dropped in. And this was actually that particular instance, okay? So if 3 people got knocked out at this particular second when I snapped the picture, they should have added 3 straps, but they didn't. You can see there's actually 2 straps in the air here. This one's in the air, so that's 3. There's this one that's 4. There's one in the background that's 5. And there's one here that's falling that's 6. And when they showed this, there were some before, some after, and this was the second time they had cut back. So 3 people left. They should have added 3 strips. Instead, they showed 2 different shots with many, many, many notes falling in. If 3 people were eliminated, there should have only been 3 straps added. So I had some questions about the money. Anyway, that one is number 3. Number 2. Let's see if I can find this one on here. When you zoom into the money itself, it's not real. Not that that's a surprise, but it wasn't really that hard to even spot that it wasn't real. You can see here it says for motion picture use only on the back. This one here is going to say, like mine does here, for motion picture use only. That's what you've got right here. But the biggest tell, of course, is this one. My particular note does not say that. Mine just says United States of America and God We Trust, $100, and copy. But yeah, motion picture money. I was looking to see if I had any motion picture money. This is as close as I've got, which has got it right here, motion picture use only. And that's clearly what it says here. Motion pictures covered up use only. Looks pretty authentic, but it's not. It's fake. So that's number 2. And finally, number 1. I think I got another picture of the bowl. Yeah, there's another picture of that bowl. You can see the bowl hanging from the ceiling and the people off in the distance. No spoilers there. But how big is that bowl? That's the question. How much money is really in there? Well, I decided to do a little bit of calculating. I took a strap of singles. No, I didn't. I took 10 straps of singles, and I measured them. These are circulated bills. Because they're circulated bills, they're all wavy. And it was still about 6 inches. I could very easily take the edge of this and squeeze it together to make 6 inches. So we're going to call it 6 inches. Uncirculated notes, like the one that they're using in the pictures, they're going to be much more compact. So we're going to say that it takes 6 inches to hold 10 straps of notes. Okay? Well, how much money is that? That's $100,000. So if 10 straps is $100,000, and that represents a stack of notes 10 high, you would need 10 of those to make $1 million. Well, how much is $1 million? Okay, well, if we were to put 10 straps side by side this way, you're going to end up with, how much was it? These are roughly 2 inches here, 2 inches apart. So if you had 10 straps side by side, now you're talking about roughly 2 feet. So you've got 2 feet this way, 7 inches this way, by 6 inches tall. Okay? And that represents $1 million. Once again, 2 feet this way, 6 inches this way, 7 inches this way, and 6 inches tall, or 6 inches tall. So 6 inches by 7 inches. Sorry, 6 inches by 7 inches by 2 feet. Well, that's only 1 million. We need 4 million. Okay. So if we're talking 6 inches, well, we're talking 4 times that. So you would need a total of 4 of those stacks. And 4 stacks would be roughly 2 feet by 2 feet by, well, what did it come out to? Yeah, roughly 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. So that is not that much at all. Actually, I don't know if it's even going to show. I had this CD holder that I used to carry money in. And it's not going to show very well. But this is a CD case. It's designed for CDs. And I managed to put 5,000 singles in there. And if those were hundreds, that would be $500,000. So 2 of those cases would be $1 million. I'd need 8 of those. When you look at the size of this bowl here looks to be roughly 6 feet tall. And you don't need that much room. I'm guessing that this bowl is holding roughly $16 million in cash, but it just didn't have the optics if they would have only put $4 million in that bowl. They would have had to make the bowl much smaller. So that was my conclusion on the on the $4.56 million notes. If you have not watched Squid Game, I recommend watching it. If you have not watched Squid Game The Challenge, take a look. Uh, interesting show, but when they were focused so much on the money, it got my attention, and I had to go a little in depth with it. All right, guys, if you learned anything new, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you're seeing, you want to see more, please subscribe. Love reading your comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.